think I have it. Good morning. Good morning. I am organizing my table again. It's what I do best. Good morning. It is Thursday. I keep getting the days messed up because the kids had spring break all the way until Monday. And I keep thinking it's either a day. I thought today was Friday. I don't know. It's been one of those days where I'm already thinking it's the wrong day of the week. I am cleaning up my table because I'm going to be doing some batch sewing real quick. I have a convention that's in June, and I'm trying to get as much as I possibly can inventory wise and have like an array of different prices from $10 to a bazillion. I don't know. But I'm going to be making some mini box totes. I do have a tutorial for that, and it's a sonar pattern, and she has definitely a wonderful tutorial for it. I'm going to be making a few in the same colorway so I don't have to change out threads today. I have like the Doctor Who print that I see, HP print. They're all browns, and I have like a really pretty brown Mora that I might use as like some of the accent pieces. So I'm going to cut all of those out and probably sew them up on my live with Rosie and Susie from Susie's from So Girly Fun, and Rosie, I have to look back at her name. I always forget YouTube names. They're both really sweet, and they have really nice sew alongs. It's like a kind of think of it as like The View. They're not sewing, teaching you a pattern. They're showing you, they're just talking and sewing and having guests on. They had Thread Emporium on, they've had Kasaya on, they have had a lot, just like, sewing casually and talking about anything and everything. So I was really excited that I'm going to be on it because I know them from So Magical, and I also strike. So for Susie, she has like the pink Totoro. She had the really cute what is it? Melanie and Hello Kitty. So she has like a lot of different ones. I keep dropping my glue. So I'm going to be doing that at 3 Eastern time. So that should be fun. I'm really excited. I love going live and sewing with people. It's just because I don't know. It's like having your friend just right beside you. This is not the tiniest little bottle ever, a fabric tack. It is 2 ounces. So you could take it on a plane. I was trying to find a newer one, and I was like, what is this? Wrapped up in, it is the smallest bottle ever of Beacon glue. So yeah, that's pretty much my plan. Yesterday, my templates that I ordered from Sonar came in, and I was trying to showing you how to package it. So she hasn't packaged in this material, which I like because it grips on each other. And I wanted to show you what I got. First of all, we talk about branding. She follows through with her loving cork and having a more organic take on things. She has her cards on these beautiful brown cardstocks, and she personalized it. And I got a sticker that I'm about to clean off my table and tattoo my table with. Look at how cute this is. So what I got from her, I thought was interesting because I love getting uh overlays. I love overlays. I like different shapes, different like not always rounded, some square, some pointy. Like I have different ones from different people and I use them a lot in my bags. So she had these overlays that you get the main piece and then you get three separate pieces. So you get a 7, 8 inch, and 9. And what you do is you connect them, and then you can draw out and cut out your overlays. And then she even has a really cool. I noticed that this has like the 1 inch mark or the 1.5 inch, like how far you go down. And I thought this was really cool that you get to connect, take apart these, and you can put 8 inch or 9. I thought that was clever, and it is a room saver. Like instead of having like three big pieces, you have like four smallish ones. And then I the mini box tote does really well for me. So I got her templates. I love them. They're so nice. They all of the pieces has her little narwhal on it. I like it's super cute. I like her templates a lot. Because I sew a lot of her patterns for my conventions. People like her style of wallets and they really like the mini box tote. So I got all those pieces and I'm like good to go. I'm gonna be cutting out some mini box totes and some mini wallets, key fob things, so that way I can start getting ready for the inventory. I'm on like I have a tracking thing where I'm trying to sew like a bag to 2 bags a day. I would like to bring like at least 100 to 110 bags. Bags meaning wallets, pouches, everything included. So that's my plan today. I'm gonna clean up a little bit more and cut out some box totes. When I'm done with Captain's Log, I'm gonna go take Loki out for a walk. He's doing really good. He went to he can be out as long as he's on his leash. So my son is in flag football. No, sorry, touch football, and no flag football. And so he went with Kendall to go to the park. So Kendall just sat down on the grass. Loki sat with him and just being able to stretch his legs and get fresh air. So he was happy with that. He's doing good. We still, even if he's in the house, he's supposed to have a leash. He still occasionally tries to like jump up on you or whatever, but he is understanding a lot more. Weirdly, this is like a cool training technique. He's understanding a lot more that he can't jump on things right now. But yeah, he's doing a lot better. A lot, and his wound is so it's closed. It's closed. I know we're gonna wait until next Friday to get the stitches out, but holy heck, if you guys would have seen what we seen on Monday, you would understand why I'm so enamored with the fact that it's closed because it was open like a mouth. Um, I appreciate his vet so much. Good morning. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing today. I'm going to be making the mini box totes. The reason why I like this particular one is everyone likes different sizes. There's people like me that like humongous bags, but sometimes I like smaller bags when I'm on the go. Like for instance, when I'm taking all my kids to school, I usually just grab my wallet and my phone. So if I'm excited that there's a pattern that I got approval from the owner to do a tutorial on, I'm waiting for her kit to come in. And it's a perfect on the go. She has like perfect on the go kind of wallets and clutches, and that's what I like those. So I'm in those in between. But there's a lot of people like smaller totes just to have their bare essentials in and call it a day. So I like to make all different sizes, different backpacks, messenger bags, you name it. So that way I have a variety. So yeah, pretty much all I'm doing today is that. Oh, so after I walk Loki, I'm going to film a tutorial, a Nova's Notion, which is a really cool notion that I showed Monica like the day before because I've never seen one like this, and I'm surprised I haven't. So I have a Notion, and then I have some nuggets. Tomorrow's the SoTech Chubby Tote comes out. So if we have any beginners here, or even if you're advanced, but if you have any beginners of bag making, this tote thing will be perfect for you because it has no zipper pockets. It has no closures at all. It's a simple tote. I actually use this tote as a cubicle that holds now certain 40 weight threads. Now, why I say it could be for an advance is because this is when you could test your skills when a pattern does not give you a zipper pocket or a slip pocket. What measurements would you like? And you can start using your own skill base. Would you do a center zipper, a center so that it can be like 3 different compartments? You can have, are you going to put hooks on it or hardware on it so it can become a crossbody? That's why I like beginner patterns too, because I necessarily don't think they're for beginners, because if you're a little bit intermediate or advanced, you can start using your imagination and building up on this platform of something that's very simple and making it extravagant. That's why I like beginner patterns. I don't like I don't like when they say beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I definitely understand why they say it. But I hope that someone that's intermediate advanced will not veer away from a beginner pattern, because all this is a template, and now it's up to you to create your process. I'm planning on making a few of them, and I think I'm going to make them as a crossbody, and I want to put a recessed zipper, but it's in a center divider, a third divider, and it's absolutely a perfect pattern to create all these different things that I want to do with it. So that should come out tomorrow, and my Nova's Notion should come out tomorrow too, I think. Yeah, I'm really excited. I like Sotec a lot. There's a couple bags that I would like to make from her. She's very nice and she's very knowledgeable. So I know why am I super excited about the stickers? Hey, from Aussie Land. So yeah, so that comes out tomorrow, and then I did not get to film as much as I thought I was going to film this week, because Loki and me not being able to like process feelings and compartmentalize, and thinking that he's suffering because he's in a kennel, because that's how my brain works. But he's fine because he's in a crate. Matter of fact, even Kendall got a bigger crate because we were getting work on the house done next Friday. And we were originally going to put Loki and Roxy in a doggy hotel for just one day. But he just, because he will be getting his stitches out that day, he wants him to be comfortable at home. So he got a bigger crate where it looks like it's humongous, but basically both dogs could be in it and we could still get work done in the house. Around the house. So we should be getting, there's a stair that we need repaired desperately. We're getting that done, and we are getting the deck, and the house is getting painted. So yeah, next Friday is going to be super intense. Yeah, like, look, yeah, that's Louis, he's just my boy. He's so lovable. It's weird to see something this huge just want to snuggle with you, or like waterboard me with his neck rolls. But he's interesting. Like yesterday was pretty cool. I wasn't feeling so great. There was like a high pollen, and if you guys would have seen me after I took him for a walk, you'll be like, Shinova, what's wrong? I had hives all over my face, all over my neck, all over my body, and I was just like miserable. So I took him upstairs. I sat on the chase. He was on the ground with pillows, and we basically just hung out after I sewed one thing. Oh, I didn't even bring it. Wait, hold on. I'll show you. I sewed one thing up, and then I was like, never mind, I'm not going to sew anymore today. Okay, so I told you yesterday Backstitch is doing a back to basic round, and they're I was trying to see the other one. They have these new vinyls. One of the vinyls they're bringing back is the VHS. Look who made the Bella. So I use the theirs. It has all the old school, like Willow. You have Indiana Jones, Weird Science, Footloose, Edward Scissorhands, Coming to America, Beverly Hill Cop. So in the Bella wallet, it's coming out reverse for you guys. You have a pocket, a zipper pocket. We have a nice little strap to put your hand in. They do have it where you could put hardware here on the back, and it could become a crossbody. This is my favorite part. So you have card slots, you have an ID slot, and more card slots. So after I made that, which this wallet comes together really easily. After I made that, with this wallet, you can't use anything with fabric, like at all. It all has to be like something that can be raw edges, because everything is raw edge. The most you probably could use with fabric would probably be the outer shell, and that's it. Because after that, it's all raw edges. The outer shell gets tucked in by a fourth of an inch and sewn top stitch, so you'll be fine. Your edges will be concealed, but it's mostly made for cork or vinyl of some sort or leather. But this, I really like this wallet a lot. I need to take pictures. I brought my Labyrinth book because it goes hand in hand with the 80s theme. So I made that yesterday. Now I was like, I plan on making more, maybe even today, like cutting. It's a fast cutout. Like, I got it, if you guys remember, for in the Tiffany's box, and oh my god, I really like this a lot. Oh, yeah, look, you guys will. He's just a lovable pup. Everyone that sees him wants to pet him. Well, again, I'm one of those people that try to not have people, like, I try not to bring him into high traffic area where there's a lot of kids, like a park or whatever, because I know some kids have like a fear. I was afraid of dogs. I was afraid of a dog because a Chihuahua went after me when I was younger and bit me in my ankle, and it hurt. Like, it hurt so bad, because he got me like right, like where the Achilles is, and it hurt. Like, I was bleeding the whole 9 yards. So I was afraid. I was afraid of dogs. And then the first time I wasn't, when I was 14, I walked by a PetSmart, and this lady was like, "We're giving away puppies," and his name was Lucky. And I brought him home to my mom, and we got to keep him. And that he was the reason why I stopped being afraid of dogs. So I try not to bring my puppies around, like they can go to a puppy park, dog park, but I don't try to bring them to schools or parks, whatever, because I know some kids can have a fear and you don't want to trigger something in them. But whenever Kendall takes him out, because Kendall's like, he's not going to do anything. Like when you took him out to the kids' football practice, people just want to pet him. They want to come up to him because like he's really docile. Like when you see him, you can totally tell in his eyes he's not going to do absolutely anything to you. He might lick you to death. That's about it. And his tongue, okay, he feels like sandpaper. It is like not a great experience. It's like, I'm like, thank you. I needed to get my face exfoliated today. Awesome. Okay. um, but he likes to snuggle, and he's just a good dog. Roxy, on the Roxy's a good dog. She's just aggressive. And she's really protective. And I noticed the older she gets, the more protective she is. She's going to be 9 this year. So every time she gets, I swear, the older she gets, the more protective. That's all. She doesn't like people. She does not like anyone at our front door. If someone's on our front step, on our front door, she's going off. She's not that person. Like if I was to walk both of them and a human was by us, Loki sits down and I'll be like, do not engage. And he'll just let the person walk by. Roxy, on the other hand, is like pulling at the leash and like trying to get to that person. So she's a whole different ball game. She's never been a good walker, like, and I thought it was just me, and Kid was like, "No, I absolutely hate walking dogs." But she's a good house dog, and she's really good in the backyard. She's that dog that can, she uses the bathroom in one area, and then she goes onto the deck, and she's a sun puppy. She'll just like lay out like she's getting a tan and drink water. She's cool, but as soon as you get her on a leash, she's just a whole different. She's a little monster. She's and then that's when she gets like super, I guess, ballsy. Like, I'm going to go after this. Like a fox went by and she was like, "Look at me go." And I'm like, literally, I'm getting pulled by this 60-pound dog using all her muscle to get to this fox. And I'm just like, not today, Roxy. Not today. I actually like walking her at night because she doesn't have the best vision anymore. So she doesn't get easily this squirrel distraction. Yeah, the sandpaper kisses is real. Yeah, yeah. Roxy's misunderstood. But I like her. I like the fact that I know that if I was hurt and like somebody was in the house, she will give her life to protect my kids. She loves her kids. Those are her kids. And like she's she's so gentle with them. Like they use her as a pillow when they play video games, you know? Like she's so gentle, or like she's just she's just aggressive. Like she if she does not know you, you're her enemy. That's it, and it's different. Like Loki has a Marmaduke Scooby Doo thing, like, hey, you're my friend. I don't know who you are. I've never seen you before. And like sometimes you want their personalities to swap, but they balance each other out because of that. The reason look, Roxy is Kendall's dog. That is his dog. The sun and the moon rises from Kendall with Roxy. That is 100%. Me and her have interesting conversation because I talk to her like I talk to you. So we'll just be like, she understands stuff, so we'll just talk and that's it. But we're not cuddlers. We're not like, oh, go play fetch, just play tug of war. That's just not our relationship. With Kendall, she's trying to do backflips, do whatever. Like that is her dude. Loki's my dog. Everyone in the house is like, yeah, Loki only listens to mom. Like, that's my boy. And it was because I wanted a dog for my sewing room, but the Kendall wanted a big dog. I wanted a German Shepherd or like something mid, but I wanted it to be like a cool workroom dog because I have a lot of room in the basement, so I thought it would be cool. Like if they're hanging out and we can hang out together. Yeah, it hasn't worked out that way for me because Loki is very much like Scooby Doo and Marmaduke. He like destroys and bulldozes everything that's in his way, and you're just like, oh my god. He tried, like literally no joke. He tried to take the timing belt off of my 1351. I went to the bathroom. That's all I did. I went to the bathroom. So yeah. I was like, what are you? No. So they each have their own little personality things. It's just hilarious because the people that in my head, if I seen a dog that weighed 100 and something pounds, that is huge, I would be afraid. He looks like Hagrid's dog, Fang. I'm going to dress up as Hagrid and have him as Fang. I think we would win some cosplay costume because he looks like Fang. He just doesn't have as long as jowls, and he also But okay, all right. So you guys watched the Never Ending Story? So Hope just recently watched it, and when Loki's in his crate, he has his balloon cone on, and it's really dark, and she's like, I'm Atreyu, and I'm here to fight the nothing. I was like, stop. He does not look like the wolf, and his eyes do this really weird reflection thing. I was like, damn it. So yeah, like so she was like she's Atreyu. Okay. I'm Bastion. And then she thinks he's the wolf. And I'm like, oh my God. She's like, we gotta fight the nothing. You don't stop. I'm like, she's the one kid that every time she watches an 80s movie, she actually gets the point of the movie, but she just like consistently drives it in until she sees another movie. Like when she watched Goonies. She was all kinds of mad with Goonies. So yeah, she just recently did it. You gotta fight the nothing. Yeah. All my kids have really good imaginations. I'm blessed on that because they think outside the box, they color outside the box. But yes, I introduced them to like certain movies. Like they like The Labyrinth. The Last Unicorn, only Faith liked, Hope and Kendall did not like it. And I was like, dude, how do you not like it? Because like the princess in here was like, nah, dude, I love you, but I love me more, and I'm going back to being a unicorn. I was like, this is like the best cartoon ever. But Hope wasn't about it because she doesn't like Cinderella. She doesn't like any princesses that fall in love without knowing the person. But Hope has always been like that. And then when Frozen and all that came out, it was like, yes, girl power kind of thing. So I thought for sure she's going to like The Last Unicorn because she says all the older movies have the women as damsel in distress. So I was like, dude, I'm going to show you The Last Unicorn. And she didn't like it. I'm so disappointed on that. So, yeah, kids' imaginations are just amazing. But yeah, that like each one of the kids have a favorite dog. Like Faith, I think her and Roxy have a very similar relationship to like me and Roxy. And I think Roxy generally just likes the boys better. Like he loves Kinkin. She loves Kinkin. She lays on the ground, and if Kinkin's playing a switch, he just like rolls her up like underneath his neck. on the floor, and you're just like, she's not a pillow. But and she's just wagging her tail, and I'm like, I'm jealous because like the boys get all the love from Roxy. And Loki loves everybody. Like he's forever wagging his tail. But the person he listens to, like, do not engage, sit, stand, paw, other paw, bow, is me. Because I've been working with him since he got in the house with commands. I'm the one that taught Roxy her commands. I really believe in training your dog. I just cannot train Roxy on the leash. I don't know why. I like it felt like I failed her as a parent. I was like, what did I do wrong? But she's funny. She's a funny dog. Like, and she's very observant. And she loves my kids with all her heart. She just will do anything. But her person is Kendall. Like if I filmed him coming in, like the moment his car hits the parking lot, it's like you're watching an 8-week-old puppy like freaking out. It's the weirdest thing. And Loki, on the other hand, he does his bird calls. Like he's like this huge dog, and he does like these soprano sounds, birds liking sounds. So like when Kendall comes home, it's like it sounds like a turkey and a pig, and it's like this weird squill, high pitch sound. You're like, you're way too big to be making that sound, sir. Yeah, they are so different. And Roxy's definitely the alpha. Like there's no doubt about that. Um, Dogs definitely have different personalities, and I just you know, you just kind of roll with it. I kind of like their personalities. I like I said, I'm one of those people that really like how like Roxy acts, because I know she'll protect my kids, and that's, you get a dog so they can become your family, but they're also doubled down as not security, but something that if something bad was to happen, you know they'll protect you and your family. um, yeah, Roxy. Roxy would do anything to protect my kids. So, and I actually trust her judgment on people too. She doesn't like everybody. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to cut out another one of these. I have this really cool, like, robin color egg, but I also have some Ahsoka prints. So, I might make a couple of these because I think this is a really cool wallet to have for cons, craft shows, or just on your Etsy page or your Shopify. It comes together surprisingly really quick because there's no, everything's raw edges, and it doesn't take a whole lot of material. I had a 6-inch zip here. This is an 18-inch zip, and then I have a size 3 6-inch zip in the inside. I normally don't like size 3, but I kind of like it for this. I don't know why. And there's not a lot of pieces because the cards are not backed by anything. The card slots are not back. You can put cash in here, and you know, I think it's really simple. I put my interfacing a little bit different from what they request. They wanted you to put stiff interfacing, which I did. I actually put stiff stuff from Lazy Girl Sew, and then I backed it with Craft Text. I like the way Craft Text feels in cards, but I wished I would have put foam. Not the one, not like Annie's, but the one that you can get off of Michael's. That is the foam that has the sticking. It just sticks to it. I would do that because I like the way it feels, or maybe some dish soap, dish place foam that you can get like at Lowe's or Hobby Lobby, and when you're packing up dishes, I would do that because I don't like when a wallet is too flimsy, because when you're filling, next time you go to the mall, fill up a couple of wallets that are and you'll see what I mean. Like if it's a nice fill, then it exudes more substantial. I mean, with the Craft Text and the stiff stuff, it feels good, but I just think having a little bit of bounce back from foam would do better. So this time when I make one, I think I'm going to do the foam that I got from Michael's that you can cut out and you can pill and just put it in. That pill foam is not meant for birthing. It's like if you're doing a drop-in lining or something like this, then you're good. But if you try to birth it, don't do it. But like the foam would give it like a nice cushion feeling. I think I'm gonna do foam in 2 layers of Craft Text. I usually like Craft Text for wallets. The pattern is from Sally Tomatoes. It's called the Bella, and if you get it, if you put That So Nova, you get 10% off. So yeah, the Bella. There's like 6 patterns on her site right now, the Sally Tomato site that I want to get. If you follow them on Facebook or on Instagram, she sewed up this pattern yesterday, and I don't know when that pattern's coming out, but I'm going to be stalking their page. It is the cutest bowler bag I've seen in a very long time. Um, you're welcome. It's pretty cool. I was like, where I was looking on their website because I'm in stock mode to see who has what for the holidays. Um, and I don't want to, like I told you guys in November, December, I'm going to let you know. Missouri Star has theirs for pre-order, and you can either pay it all up front or pay 50% now and then pay some later. I would recommend you to go look at other YouTubers reveal from Missouri Star. Raven, I'm trying to think of her her channel's name. She has she does Missouri Star, and she's one of the reasons why I want to do it. I'm trying to see. She's also tested some bags. She's really, really sweet. And I'm trying to see without accidentally hitting a YouTube video. Um, I'm trying to see if I can find her real quick and put her in the chat, her link. She was actually the reason why I thought about it because I seen something. I'm going to share this with you. Her name is Raven, and she does a lot of cool. She opens up boxes too for the holidays, and this link is to the Missouri Star if you should get it or not. She'll go over the previous one. I am not a pro on Missouri Star. Missouri Star. There are things I get from Missouri Star. They're the one of the few people that their chalk pens are like this and not the wider ones, and it has the bristle. I usually get them from Missouri Star because the other ones are like smaller and bulkier, and this one to me works better with my hands. There are certain things that I do get, like a lot of notions I get are from Missouri Star. And if there's certain like quilting cotton, I'll go for them. But I generally get my quilting cotton from Stitch Supply Co. So Missouri Star to me never was one of the people, the Jenny's box. I was never one of the things that I wanted to get. There was a time that I did because I think one of their holiday ones they actually had in Oslo, the mini Oslo. And I was like, holy crap, that's a lot of, I want one of those and whatever. But their stuff is geared more to quilters. So if you quilt a lot, this might be a box for you. I'm like I said, I'm stalking Sally Tomatoes page to see when they open up for their the Christmas box, so I could tell you guys immediately because they sell their boxes really fast. Like the moment I see it, I'll just come on a random live and be like, it is open. Alert, the gates are open. I definitely want to do that again, and I'm definitely going to let you know when Stitch Supply goes live because they have a pre-order. Their pre-order is pretty long. Last year, I think it was from like July 1st until September 1st or something like that. October 1st. And that's with your personalized, with your name or whatever your business is on it. And that was it. And they ended it. You can then buy another box in like when the boxes come out, but it won't be personalized. It'll be like generic names or like it won't be personalized. So I will let you know with that one. I will hands down. I'm telling you that's not one I'm going to get. I really, really like Stitch Supply Co. because it's weird. I thought it was gonna be super quilty because most fabric stores cater to quilt, not garment and bag making. So I automatically assumed that this is gonna be super quilty. And you guys seen last year, no, it wasn't. My favorite scissors are still these blue ones. So yeah, so I'm gonna let you know. I'm not gonna get more than 3 because I feel like one, I don't have the funds for more than 3. 2, that's a lot of box openings. And 3, by the time if I got another one, I'll be like, yeah, great. It was awesome. You'd be like, Shove, what? There's only so many box openings you can do before you're like, I can't. But I'm definitely going to get Stitch Supply. I'm definitely going to get Sally Tomatoes. I'm going to try to get a third one, but something that I have never got before outside the box. I'm hoping it's like an indie person, like creating it, like I hope New Moxie is able to. Um, like someone like that, that is like totally geared for bags. That's why I think I like Sally Tomatoes. It's 100% geared for bags. So no, that they're not the same person. Raven has had her channel for like years, like 4 or 5 years. This Raven, she does quilting, she does she does some bag making. Um, and she's just a really cool person. um, and yeah, she's really awesome. She does box openings too. So when like Sally Tomato came out with their first box, not last year but the year before, we were the only people on YouTube that were doing a box opening on it. So we would watch each other's and we would like communicate like I like this. No, I didn't like this. This was awesome. This is like because there was nobody else that was doing it. There was no one knew about Sally Tomato. So people, that's how I started with it. And I was dumb last year. I'm a person that owns up when I made a mistake. I did not get Sally Tomatoes because the first box I wasn't super impressed and I wanted to cast my net to some other people. And all I kept seeing when I seen the box opening was like, I should have got Sally Tomatoes because it's geared to what I like. Like if I was a wine person that loves wine, I would want an advent calendar that has me trying different kinds of wine. Or if I'm a chocolate person, I want an advent calendar that has all this chocolate. Like I got a lot of generic ones, and the generic ones don't generally gear to what I like to make. So yeah, yeah, it's not bulky. I like this. I like this pattern a lot. And then I like Sally Tomatoes patterns a lot. Anyways, their patterns are not super complicated. I've never got a pattern that had more than 10 pages. Um, I feel like they're the basics that you need and you can change things up. Like this was my first time making it and I already know what I want to do now. I know that the inside of this pocket you get to see the zipper tape. So what I think I'm going to do is do HTV for the lining on both. I have a thing with not showing the zipper tape. If you don't care, like because it shows this, then maybe just on this side have the HTV. I like what I did here. This was supposed to be, cork or vinyl but instead I used waterproof canvas because I had scraps. I think this card slot, it would be better for your ID wallet if it was clear. If it was clear, all the way clear, with like, like the cool clear, you can do something that's coordinating. I would do it again with the waterproof canvas. My waterproof canvases are my zipper tabs, and I feel waterproof canvas zipper tabs are chef. I even if I have an all vinyl bag or all cork, I always wind up using a waterproof canvas for zipper tabs because they're not that thick and they become easier to maneuver, and I think it gives it a crisper look. Good morning. So I would do that. And yeah, you could do HTV in the back or fabric pins. But yeah, I think that's the only thing I would change. At first I was going to put a zipper on both sides, but then I kind of like the fact if you have a circle ring like this, you can just take your I'm making it difficult because I'm on here. You could take your swivel hook and just like, I'm not going to do it apparently. Put your swivel hook on here and then have both of it closed and it's locked up. I kind of like that. I think, because if I'm just walking around like this, no one can not like a crafty pickpacker to unzip it. So I don't know. Good morning, Dalva. So yeah, I don't know. I really do like this wallet. I'm going to cut out. I have some other vinyls that I want to cut out. So I'm going to cut out some vinyls for that. I like that it's all raw edges, but like I said, HTV for this side so you don't see the white of your vinyl, like similar to what you did like for the Pocket Pals. And depending on what you do, I really like this being thinner, but I'm going to try it with cork. No, I haven't tried that. So yeah, that's it. I haven't tried one of their patterns. My favorite pattern from them is, I want to say, Grace. It does really good at conventions. It's a medium-sized tote, but it has like this really unique, like kind of Wonder Woman topper. I can't explain. It's a very pretty bag. Hey, Kendall. So yeah, it's a very pretty bag. It actually, it was one of the highest bidding bags that I had at a convention when I put it in the art show. It has, you know how like Wonder Woman has like this, it's like a W kind of thing, and it's on her head and it's on her belt. It has this very similar thing to that. And I think it's called Grace or Gracie bag. It's a nice bag. Sammy's a good pattern writer, and she makes really elegant looking bags as well. So, yeah, that's it, I think. So, cutting out another Bella, cutting out mini box totes from Sonar. You know which one I mean, right? Yeah, it's a very elegant bag. I can't explain it. It gets a lot whenever I do make it. It always sells. It's a unique. It has it's a very unique size and a very unique structure to it. Um, it's not big and it's not small. Yes, I do have Wonder Woman pulls. I bought them 2, 3 years ago from Zorel. It's called I think it's called Gracie or Grace from Shambella. Hold on, let me see. Hmm. Yeah, Gracie. That's mine. It has. So this itself is a different plate, and it's a facing that you put together. It's a beautiful bag. It's not small and it's not big. It's a very interesting size. But yeah, Gracie from Shambhala. Yeah, I like Star Trek too. I have like always a mini collection that I try to come out with every year. Oh yeah, I have really nice Wonder Woman pulls that I got from Zorel, but I haven't utilized them yet. I need to make another Wonder Woman bag and then use them. That's nice. No, yeah, I love that's a if that's one of my favorite ones from Sammy. She does a really good that design is really elegant. Um I make it every now and again too. I try to make it. It does well for me. What the Star Trek conventions. So there's that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I will. I yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I don't. At this time, I think I have every zipper pull. I think the only zipper pull that I'm looking for are more Lord of the Ring and more Doctor Who. I have some Doctor Who pulls, and but I'm just looking for more. Um, at the Awesome Con, they're going to have the latest Doctor that's there, and then they're going to have Elijah Wood and Sean Austin from Lord of the Ring. They're going to have Star Trek people. They're going to have Star Wars people. So I'm just trying to have like a little bit of everything. So that way, when people are buying things, they see something they like because they're good morning, Teresa. Obviously, they're there because there's an artist or actor that they want to desperately see. So, be a part of that. Um, yeah, but definitely try all those patterns. Yeah, there I do know one company that has Lord of the Ring pulls, but I already have them, so I will hold on. Fendea Fabrics Groups. I'm gonna send you the link. Um, they they have Lord of the Ring, and one second, I'm getting you guys the URL. Yeah, they have Lord of the Ring. Doing well. Hi. Good morning. Yeah, they have really cool pulls. They have like the Eye of Sauron. They also have like the seven, all that wonders are not lost. They have really nice pulls. So I I'm like all about those very specific genres. Um no, but no, you don't need them, but you kind of want them. Yeah, they I like I do like Fandea's fabrics. They have really nice hardware. Normally I would get my hardware from Winnie from Thumbs and Thimbles, but she just had babies. So I'm not trying to bug her because I usually I'm in her inbox like, hey, I have this convention. So, but she has the littles, and that's number one priority. You're welcome. So they ship fast too. I know a couple different fandom groups are going to be coming out with some different Lords of the Rings stuff, but I think it won't come out before the May the 4th. I am sitting here anticipating May the 4th. Don't be surprised the first couple days of May if I come in like Jedi or Sith stuff here because it's May the 4th. And I already geeked out with the Ahsoka trailer. It's happening. But I do want to do something fun for the last day of this month because the last day of this month is a mark of 6 months till Halloween. You know how I feel about Halloween. Yes, we have May the 4th, the Revenge of the 5th, and May the 6th. So we got um all those things happening. All good things, all good things. And then all these groups are gonna come out with all these amazing May the 4th fabrics, and it's just like wow, chef's kiss. And then so I think some of them will come out with Lord of the Rings because the Ring of Power season 2 is filming right now. So we got that to come up with. And so, they kind of follow what the trends are right now. We got Stranger Things that should hopefully be coming out. I know they're filming right now. So we should start seeing a lot of more stuff. So, you know, yeah. I loved season 1. I was actually really mad when we watched the last episode and Kendall was like, "Yeah, that's it." And I'm like, "Oh, there will be another one for next week." He's like, No, that's it." And I was like, because we finally get to figure out who the wizard was. Was it, like we were trying to figure out everything, and then we got a little bit of tidbits, and then it was good. I liked how we got to see different hobbits. And I understand now why Gandalf says why he always thinks the kindness and generosity of hobbits is always surprising. We got to see why. They were the only people that were taking care of him when he had no idea who he is or what he is. And I thought that was just magical. I thought that was like the most magical thing because Gandalf is one of my favorite characters. Um, because he's so unconventional. Like he doesn't fit the role that he's supposed to have. And then I've always thought that way. Like he always goes against everybody he's part of, like the elves, the wizards, everything. He's very unconventional. That's why I also like the Brown Wizard because they're unconventional. So when we get to see him and we're all trying to figure out, is that Gandalf that fell from the star or is that Sauron? Like we're trying to figure out. And then the thing is that you never really thought of those two being similar till that show. And then how the hobbits took care of him, I understand why he's fascinated and wonder with them. Like they continue to be the rock that he needs. Yeah. See, I'm jealous of you right now because I want to go to New Zealand so bad. I want so bad. That and I also want to go to Ireland, but I feel like they would just be like, "No, stop mimicking our accents." I just want to be I just want to go to Ireland. I also but before I can go to any of those places, I need to go to Spain. I have to say goodbye to my grandmother. I have never said goodbye to her since she passed away, so it's a huge thing. There's a whole memorial for the Calas in Spain, so I definitely need to go there. Then, try to peruse Paris and then Italy. I'm just saying it'll be like a whole food thing. It's I want to see the sights, but I like food, like the Italian chocolate, hot chocolate. I'm never drinking hot chocolate again unless it's made from an Italian person. It is amazing. Um, it's amazing. It's literally like melted chocolate. Just it's just I'm like this is the best thing. So yeah, that's it. I know a lot of groups are coming out with different stuff right now. I'm definitely keeping you posted. If you have a chance, do look at I have a string in my zipper that's driving me nuts. Um, do look at this string. Okay, do look at Backstitch because they have certain fabrics that like if you know Shannon from Knotted Thread, she created a beautiful color with the saddle smooth, and Lynn's made this one where like it was all brown, the saddle smooth on the outside, and when you flipped it up it was stitch 626, like so elegant. There's so many different colors in that line, and again I'm all about the crackle, and I think that's what I'm going to go get. Yeah, it does. And they have their little scones and stuff. I'm like, why isn't we need to adopt this in America? So yeah, they have like just I would go if you're in the Backstitch group, go and look. Lynn from Lynn's made me like the most beautiful bag, like the beautiful geeky bag you've ever seen in your life. Like I think if she put that up for sale, she would continuously sell out. And the saddle smooth brown is beautiful. I made the tomb out of the saddle smooth lilac, and it is so soft, and it's it's like supple. Like it's a very interesting stuff they have. I didn't get to get my hands on. They have a new waterproof canvas, but it's called Silky, and I'm really curious about what that feels like in hand. Everybody in the testing team said that it's amazing and that you can iron it and it works really well. So we shall see. I'm all about with trying to find out what this nylon one. My Wonderground order is out for delivery. I'm trying to. I want to know the difference between their water resistant canvas and their nylon because it's a $7 difference. Like I think their fabric is their waterproof canvas or water resistant is like $8 or something or $9, and the nylon is $16. I'm like, why is it a different in price? Yes, she did that. The Tuesday tote. Shannon did a couple of them. She did one in brown. She did one in this dusty matte, and she did this one where like it's geometric shapes. And she's also like testing all the for herself too. Like Tuesday Tote's going to have some updates and or add-ons where there's different themes. So she has like recessed zipper, center divider pocket, like all these cool things. And I'm like, oh my God, people are going to lose their ever loving mind when they see your bags. Yeah. I'm telling that's all Backstitch, and like like I said in my post, they said the name of this round is Back to Basic, but there is nothing basic about these vinyls because they're not fandoms. You're gonna get the fandom like this where it's the VHS, but all the other ones I had were like a purple lilac, like some glitter ombre, and then I did a keyed month, and they're in this very gorgeous light pink color. Oh God, I'm like obsessed with this color right now, and I don't even like pink. I'm a blue girl. But it's a really like this. It's such a soft pink. And look the inside of this. They made it baby deers. It's such a soft pink. Yeah, this is all Backstitch fabric. So I think the round opens I know the round opens tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think it's open for 4 or 5 days. So I'm here because I never thought they were gonna. I've seen they had coordinating solids. Like when they have their Wednesday round, they had this beautiful dark red that looks something like Wednesday or Morticia Adams would have. And I missed it because I didn't have funds that time. Now they're gonna have it again. They're running that matte looking thing. And I'm just like, I like different color vinyls. I love vinyls that don't look like everybody else's. I try to strive for that. And I like this. If you do order from them, order 2 rolls. Just save yourself the headache. Because I know a lot of people try to get one. But there's only so many bags that only use 1 roll. Most of the time you're going to need straps or whatever. And the great thing is if you do have extra, then you can make a wallet. You can make a pouch. You can make something. And if you're selling, that's actually a really cool selling feature. Like, oh, look at this bag, and it has a matching wallet and it has a matching snack bag. I know, I know. I never got I never was able to get anything when they have rounds like this. I think they have it open it's not I don't think it's a cap thing. I'm not too sure if it's a cap thing or not, but I think you'll be able to get it. Like because I think what people thought back to basics, I think they thought like coordinating prints like lines or like sidekick things, not solid vinyls with different textures. I want to get the designer choice because okay, so they're making up the names while we're testing it. The designer choice black, it looks like someone took crushed black pearls and put it just on vinyl. And when I was like, why didn't I get this one? I want this one in the saddle smooth. That's what I'm going to order on Friday. Saddle smooth and the black designer's choice because it looks like crushed pearls. I can't. It's really weird. I have this idea of bags already for them, like a Nora doctor bag with it. It looks like it's sophisticated, but it has that little bit of shimmer. Yeah, yeah. It is a pre-order. It's not a retail. So you can go through what I tell people to do because I know a lot of people it's the same thing Lauren tells you to do when she's having her thing open on the 15th. Go in the day before, look at everything that you want, and then like write a list. Or in Lauren's case, you could put it in your cart and then you could just add stuff. Write a list. Like and add, like legitimately write a list and think about what am I going to make with it. Okay, if I do the saddle smooth, I'm going to make the same bag Lynn made, or I'm going to make a Tuesday tote. So maybe I get 2 rolls, or do I need 4 because I might have to make a duplicate? That's that is the only drawback to custom vinyl that you can't continuously reorder is that you can't consistently reorder unless someone deshash. So with this being said, you should then make your price fit this. When you sell it, if you're selling it, you tell that person, this is a one-time thing. I cannot replicate this bag in the same colorway. It may push that person into buying it right then and there, knowing the fact that they can't, as much as they like this bag, they can't wait because yes, you can remake it, but not that same colorway. Use every advantage and disadvantage and use it to your benefit. Because when people order, like when I get a 626 bag and they're like, oh yeah, is it at your shop? And I'm like, yes, it is. But if someone buys it, I have no more of the 626. I'm being honest because I only buy 1 to 2 rolls because I'm not cash money. I don't have money like that. So like um you tell them I cannot reorder this fabric. It was part of a pre-order. If you want this bag, I would tell you to get it. If you don't mind it in a different print or a different texture prints or whatever, then yes, I can make something custom for you. But this print, I don't have any more of. Oh no, yeah. I say try again. I don't because I think this round because it doesn't really have any characters except um the 80s vinyl and they have 626 because 626 is widely popular. All the other prints are solid. So they're crackle, solids, matte, smooth, whatever. Designer's choice, I'm telling you. Just go for that. I don't get any kickback from this. I'm just letting you know because I'm honestly, when we get to test, I'm to be real with you, Backstitch is nothing like I thought it was. I thought they would just try to sell, like, I'm going to get money. No. When we test this, there's a couple that we test and we're like, dude, it's stretched, or no, the glitter doesn't look good. And they're like, we're pulling it, that we're not doing that. We do not represent poor vinyl. So they're really are testing, like it's not just oh, make it beautiful and someone doing it. No, these even the sewists are like, I'm sewing this. I had a hard time embroidering on this. They were like, they're really receptive and they're so kind. Like I guess the reason why I always say receptive is because sometimes people, and I get it, when they have a business and you're like, hey, this didn't work out, they take it as an offense and they start coming at you with like a defensive stance. Like, you don't understand, you don't own, you don't talk to the people that make these fabrics, da, 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 popping their neck and like whatever Becky kind of scenario. They're not like that. There was one vinyl that I was like, this and this and this is wrong, and they pulled it. And it made me feel like they're listening. Does that make sense? Like they're listening. Because have you ever got a roll of vinyl and you're just like, yeah, this is crap. I have a roll of vinyl like that and I don't know what to do with it. I think I'm gonna make it background, like to make it look pretty in the background. It is when you, I can rip it. I can rip it. And I was like, okay, if I make this in a bag, the person's going to be asking for their money back. No matter how, you cannot, if you can rip vinyl, no matter how much Shape Flex 101, no matter how much you try to adhere something, it's going to rip. So I highly recommend you to, when you have a chance, go into the album and look. I'll show the other bags, the 2 bags tomorrow, because it's, you get to see before they go. But I'm not gonna lie, I like the lilac. Maybe because that's the color I was supposed to have my hair. So maybe I'm just projecting, So, but um, it's really nice. And I do like the pink. It's called Peachy Pink Unicorn Sherbet. I actually like that. I think it will be really nice. The minute that I seen it, I was like, this is the perfect fabric for a dance bag. Like if you have a kid that's in gymnastics or a dance or whatever, I just feel like that color, it looks like a ballerina slipper with iridescent qualities. It's such a light, beautiful, soft pink. So I automatically thought of Marie of Aristocats. I thought I like it looks like it could be the dress from Aurora when it's pink. Maybe do the inside blue. I'd like immediately a million different things came on my mind for that bag. Yeah, sorry. It's not a dangerous live. It's just me telling you. I'd rather you find out because I like truthfully, because if you have someone that actually tested for them, they change out their testing team all the time. So it's not repeat. Sometimes you get in, sometimes you don't. You don't know. It's based off of what they need and the performances you have. And like I said, when I'm telling you someone's receptive to feedback, I'm telling you this because there's many more people that are not. They didn't want anything that did not represent good quality. And that made me respect them more. And they're also asking us more questions like, do you like 18-inch roll or would you like to buy a full yard? And like we all voted, we're like, can if this is for the future, can we get a full yard? And she's like, yeah, but if you get a full yard, it's gonna be folded. And we're like, but when we get fabric from Wholesale Direct or Amazon, it's folded. So like or like even when I get a full yard from Emmeline Bags, she folds it in half and then rolls it and puts a rubber band on it. And I never got upset with any creases because you can usually go on the fabric side of the canvas, I mean of the vinyl, and just iron the wrinkle out. But the fact that they were thinking of that, like the reason why we don't do it is we don't want to fold it. There'll be creases. And again, they're thinking outside the box. They're thinking of their customers. And I feel like that's something that I don't see all the time. We're in a business right now that a lot of people get into this business to make things for us to buy. Does that make sense? There's people that have been selling things for like 5-10 years and they're doing their thing. But there's a lot of brand new pop-up shops that haven't even been around for 6 months and they're like trying to sell to you. And it's hard for me to go to someone new when there's people like Lauren Mormino that's had her business for a long time. Sally Tomatoes has her business for a long time. And so Sweetness. So they are constantly improving their customer service and trying to get what's best for us. I feel like right now in Facebook world, everything's spam. Like I see more spam than people's creations. And I want to scroll through Facebook looking at your creations. So I have a tendency of not being on Facebook as much as I used to because my feed is nothing but spams. So, and then I want new stuff, but I want to also see people's creations and their imagination. So that's why I'm letting you know about backstitches, because you may see it and you may not think twice of it. You're just like another person trying to sell me something. Well, I don't get anything. There's no affiliate link, there's nothing. I'm just letting you know from one person that you guys see. So with weird fabrics, they have some things that I definitely want because I've never seen before. But at the same time, I'm kind of a noob. I never even bought from Bodio or some of these other fabric things. I usually stick to the people I know that have great customer service. So I'll go to New Moxie. I'll go to like even Hungry Hippie. Like I'll buy like zipper pulls or zippers from it. Now Blue Cal is one of them. I've been working with her vinyl all this week and I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away by her vinyl. The pre-order is a pre-order and it starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah, try not to buy more. Same. It's hard. Like I'm not trying to buy anything until after the convention. Do not buy just one roll, Nikki. You have to buy two. I'm letting you know there's not many designers who create bags for just one roll. Because even with like think of lavender and twine when you or rosa, you wind up having to do the handles unless you're feel good with like, okay, my handles and my straps will be contrasting. Then you're golden. You'll be good. Yeah, there's a lot of de-stash groups. Um, I would ask, there is some, I would ask probably like in So Whatever, what's the best one? And you might even get people say, well, what do you want to de-stash? Put it in this post. So yes, there'll be silky waterproof canvas at the pre-sale. I have not touched that. It looks interesting though. I don't, but I'm that person that will buy one thing because it looks weird. Like like I don't know. It was Cindy who told me about after I was like, I bought the nylon one for Wonderground, but I have no idea what it's gonna look like, feel like, or whatever. And she was like, I bought it. She's like, it's thicker than waterproof canvas. So when I get it, I'll be able to like show it to you to see if you like it. She's like, if you want it a really structured lining, she's like, then the nylon's it. And it was great because somebody else is like me that see something that's different. I actually read descriptions and I'm like, wait, what? How do you guys have waterproof canvas, water resistant canvas, and what is nylon one? There's like no like description. So I just got like a color that I normally get. I think it's like a blue. When I show you my order, because it's going to come in today, so I'll show it to you tomorrow. You'll be like, Shanova, you got to stop with the blue, pinks, and purples. I don't know. I pick weird colors for my linings. Yes, I agree with you. I hate when companies come out with fabrics that are bad. And I put this on anything. They're not watching me. Backstitch is not watching my thing. They're too, no one's here on it. I'm telling you, I got a fabric. They sent me a box. I got a lot, and we didn't have to sew up everything that we made. So that was like +1. Because normally when you work for a strike team, whatever they give you, they want you to sew up everything. So if you got 2 yards of everything, they want you to utilize that whole 2 yards. Backstitch was like, you don't have to sew up everything, just sew up a bag. If you do another one, then great. And I need feedback. So she has like a really nice kind of like Excel sheet that tells what everybody has. And it was great because I mentioned something about one of the vinyls, and ironically, right after me, somebody was like, this happened to me too. So they removed it right away. So that means like a lot to me that they care where their dollars are getting spent. Because think about it, if they just were like, let's go with it, and people start complaining, they're going to ask for refunds and then PayPal claims, all this stuff. So they're thinking bigger than just right now, which makes me then trust the company. I've had bad vinyl. And like if anyone ever watches, I don't really do reveals when I get packages because I don't know why I don't do reveals. I think it's a cool idea. It's just that I don't want to influence you to buy something that you really don't need, want, or possibly can't afford. But I do want to show you stuff at the same time because you may not know what something is. And now it's like eye-opening, best tool ever. But I got vinyl from a group that I never bought vinyl from before. I decided not to join their Facebook group. I just did it on their internet Shopify account. I got the vinyl, and when I started cutting things out, when I cut it out, I would notice like little nicks, and I was like, okay, cool. So I started like, I don't know. I started like going like this and it just like ripped. I was like, oh my God, no. But like Kendall can attest to that most of my fabric is fabric. It's usually I use cotton woven or cotton canvas. I rarely get custom fandom. I don't have a whole lot. You would be surprised. I probably have less than 24 rolls of custom vinyl. And I don't know. I have vinyl of every other color, textures or whatever, but I don't usually get custom because I have this theory, and I don't know how much it plays out, that the more dyes that they put into like designing like, Pawnee or Ahsoka, it breaks down the nylon and the fabric backing, so it makes it more susceptible to tears, rips, or perforation. And that's just the way it is. I was a admin for a group for strike things, and whenever I would order, most of it would never be it will never be the vinyl. I feel like I got more bang for my buck out of cotton woven, and yeah, I have that's why I was struggling with jelly, like not the jelly. I have tons of jelly stuff, but I cannot find clear vinyl because it's something that I typically don't buy. I usually just buy like the regular clear for ID pocket, and then from Hungry Hippie I did buy a blue and a pink clear for pocket windows. Something simple, but now clear bags are really all the rage right now, and I don't really have that much clear vinyl. I I okay, so I feel like I'm a hoarder, but I actually use what I have. I I when people are like, "Oh, it was so hard for me to cut into my precious fabric," I'm like, on the other hand kind of excited because I've had this fabric for some time, and I couldn't get to it for whatever the reason may be, and now I get to make something with it. Nikki, you're a wise person. Not having Facebook is something I've been like contemplating for a while because I don't like to be in. I didn't like high school. I got picked on a lot. I wasn't the popular kid, um, and Facebook is reminding me why I hated high school. So, everything is selling everything. Yeah, I go. There's certain groups that I stay in. I stay in so whatever because I feel like okay, the two bag groups that I love to be in and be active in is creative bag making and so whatever. They're two different birds. I go like I feel like creative bag making is the serious side of bag making. So everything they have a wealth of knowledge. So you get to know about leather, craft text, like things that you never even heard about. You have people creating files, and they have a file section in their group where you can get more information on different stuff, like different cuts and whatever. You have people like Amy Butler who has her own fabric line and who's a big name actually in the sewing world and especially in the quilting world and the bag making world. You have all these people here in this group, and they're mostly there to give education, to receive or to give. They even have like a mentorship program in the creative bag making. If you ever have a chance, really look through it. It's one of the most functional Facebook groups I can see. Now, do they have they're not fun though. So when So Whatever comes out, So Whatever is fun to me. So it has all the geeky chic fabrics. It has people talking about funny things. You can do it's a little off key. Like, what does this look like? This bag looks like it's talking to me, or like, oh, like just it's just more fun. There are valuable information, but it's mostly just a fun group to be in. But you can someone could go in there and be like, hey, I'm trying to do a recess zipper, and then somebody will immediately tell you where to go. Here's this link to this, bam, 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 bam. And you have a lot more YouTubers in that group. So you have a lot and bag designers. So you have a lot of people in this group that are willing to help differently than creative bag making. So if you were say, hey, I can't get this part of Aura Rosa, Alexis literally will hop on. So whatever, and be like, and like help you out. Like there's a lot more designers that are in so whatever that are like it's different. It's like two different things. So like I stay on Facebook for these two groups. If I want to know about leather, skiving, whatever, Kelly's information, her group, creative bag making, is a wealth of knowledge. Like yesterday, they were talking about wet molding. with leather, and the person made their whole entire name with wet molding and with leather. And it's like, holy heck. So you're reading through the comments and people are giving different tips. So it's a different scenario. It's a very different group. And then you have like, so whatever, someone's like, hey, I'm putting together, I don't know, just gonna say Leviathan so I don't get in trouble with the Leviathan bag, and I can't get it together. I'm not understanding French seams, and people are like, look, let me help you. Or like, so whatever is also placed that like, you'll be like, hey, I'm having a problem with my silhouette. It's not doing this. Then let me help you. It's two really different platforms, and these are the two groups that I stay in the most. And then I occasionally look Facebook for Sally Tomato because I'm in her groups. Um, you get to see like if new patterns or new vinyl or new textiles that are putting out. But like I've been watching me slowly detach myself from a lot of groups because I don't like mean people being mean to other people, and it's becoming like very intense. And I just figure for mental health, it's better to stay off a lot. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm hoping all of them can stay in business too, and I'm hoping they're selling for the right reasons. Like I'm making these nail files for you guys because my nails are always chipping when I'm sewing. Like, oh cool, like I want to buy from you because you have the experience that I'm having. Like, but not just, oh, everybody's selling vinyl. Let me sell jelly vinyl. It's like if you don't come from that authentic place, people start to pick up on that. I think so. I think the Blue Cows vinyl is domestic friendly. Um, I I think it is. I've used it. It's not too thick. It looks like marine vinyl, but it doesn't feel like it, and it has really cool marbling effect. I'm trying to see if I was able to see it right there. I don't think it's very thick. I think it's the same as like any kind of like the Lux line from. It's similar to like the Lux line. It's thicker than Mora, but like the Lux line from So What Up for a Mormino. Mm, no, isn't the 2210 QVP mini the place you want to go in there to know more information about that is go into Juki Junkies or Juki Owners, and the other place I is So Whatever because Sarah Lawson sews on QVP minis. Most of the group has that straight stitch in that machine, and you can find out so much information. I guarantee if you put your information in the search bar, like I'm having problems with the thread bar, and like all of a sudden there's a wealth of information. So a lot of people you in that group use a Juki QVP mini of some sort. Ooh, Nikki, I'm cool. That is some shipping. Oh no. Yeah, I don't like that either. I get it. I'm all about people hustling to get their money, but if I'm looking for like let's say sketchy from Backstitch and I'm like wanting it because I have somebody that wants to purchase a bag from me and they've seen a previous bag and then you're like, yeah, you have to pay for like $100 a yard. You're like, wow. I don't have that kind of money. See, Jenny's a TLT. Always, yep, Teresa, always order two because the thing is best case scenario, you only use one, then you have another, and then you can make a duplicate or you can use it for different things. If you use like 1.5 rolls, you can use for accents or make wallets or like snack bags or babbies or all that. I seen Kasaya use wax canvas for lining. I have never done it. I gotta tell you, her bag came out gorgeous. I have never done it for a lining. I usually use duck cloth or duck canvas that is water resistant, um, but never wax canvas. It looked gorgeous. And I'm all about people trying new things. I have used vinyl for the interior and the exterior, and I really liked how that bag came out. I didn't have to use any interfacing at all, like nothing. I just put something stiff at the bottom to hold the purse. No stretching, no nothing. I actually learned this really cool trick. If I think the seam is going to stretch, I cut strips of like sew fuse or Shape Flex 101, and I will iron it on just the perimeter that I'm sewing. And so it doesn't stretch, and I'm not using a whole lot of interfacing. That's a lot. Oh wow. Ooh. Don't, Terry. You're trying to make me spend money because I love leathers. I love leathers. I love them so much. Yeah, I Lynette, that's exactly why I like Lauren. I love the fact when something doesn't work, she's trying to fix it. And she says in all her videos, if something goes wrong, reach out to us. And I feel like customer service like that should be we shouldn't be surprised by it. It should be the norm. And the fact that we're surprised and appreciate it means that it's not the norm in our world. Yeah. Jenny, I'm right here lurking. I like it's a lot. Like I don't like I'm not petty. I don't think people should be have that much power, but unfortunately they do. Because you're smart, Teresa. Yeah, the data collected on Facebook is ridiculous. Like, dude, it went up. I swear AI is like it's smarter, smarter. So yesterday I was looking I said I was in my bathroom and I had my phone on there and I'm trying to get like these rogue hairs to clean up. And I'm like, man, I need a different kind of tweezer. Um and in my Facebook feed, I didn't search anything. I don't have an Apple. Bixby comes on every now and again. Um, but all my feed on my Facebook feed all last night were different tweezers. I was like, I didn't even type it in the search engine. That is scary. Oh, I know. You know what? I didn't go. I have not went to either one of them. Next time I go to a So Magical, I'm definitely gonna try the D stash because I always see people come out with the coolest stuff. I just never. I just didn't. I've never done it. Oh, okay. I thought it was the artist because when I click on her profile and then I click on you can see you can see her page with her fabrics and whatnot. Good morning. Sorry. Oh, how did you like the liquid vinyl? I have that from I usually use there's two different brands. I haven't the heat and bond one I haven't used yet, even though they say it's exactly like the other one. I always find different formulas have different things. Have a good morning, Teresa. You need to go, Nikki. You need to go to do it so magical. I gotta say, even if you just get a ticket to wander around, it's a really awesome thing to be around people that love to sew, quilting, garments, bag making. It's just it, it's a great experience. I think every one of us should go because it's like essentially Disneyland for us. All right. Well, I'm going to stuff my face, walk the puppy, and start cutting out things. I should be going live with So Girly Fun and Rosie around 3. And we're just going to be sewing and chit chatting. So if you're available, come on over. And then you can see us just goof around. Oh, I might have to try that. I have the heat and bond one. I've never used it. I'll definitely try it though. Have a good day, everyone. I will see you guys real soon. Bye.